Hey all. Recently JV Outdoors tagged me in a video. I think it was the books that I've read that I used to learn how to survive. There's been many of them, but when I was younger, just starting out, of course, there really wasn't a whole lot of survival books or outdoor books. But the two, three that I remember was the Boy Scout Field Guide, Boy Scout Handbook. Um, The Art and Science of Taking to the Woods by Bradford Angiers, I think it was. And Larry Dean's Olsens Outdoor Survival Guide, I think it was called. Now, Larry Dean Olson's book was down to earth, downright primitive. There was everything in there from how to flint nap a knife to making your own buckskins. And that was the book that went out in the woods with me when I was younger. I lived in the woods for a year and a half. And that was the book that went with me. Now, unfortunately, I don't have them because in the move, boxes disappeared. And I found out later on that they were thrown away at my old house because people thought they were junk. Lesson learned. So anyway, it was Larry D. Nolson's Outdoor Survival Guide. What was the The Art and Science of Taking to the Woods, and Boy Scout, not the Weeblos or Cub Scout, but the Boy Scout Field Handbook. They were probably, because I was in the Scouts at the time too, they were probably the three that got me started. Now later on, I bought one I'm going to say 1980. It was Bernard Shank's Wilderness Survival. In the service, I also had the Field Manual 2176 Armed Forces Survival Guide. And then later on, I picked up the original SAS Survival Handbook. It was like this thick, and it was probably, I don't know, I'd say a computer paper sheet turned sideways wide and long. That was a good book. And boy, I started reading Wayne J. Fears. If you can get that book, that's a great survival book. Complete book of the wilderness or something like that it's called, by Wayne J. Fears. And Mike Hawk put out a really good survival manual. There was another one that was called The Mountain Men and Firearms and Trappings of the Mountain Men, I think it was called. And Wildwood Wisdom by Ellsworth Yeager. All great books. But the three I started on was the Boy Scout Manual, Larry Dean Olson, and the Art and Science of Taking to the Woods, which I think I still have that one somewhere here. All my books are put away, unfortunately. So, there you go, JV. Short video, but, like I said, my Larry Dean Olson, I know that got thrown away. You'd laugh. It had a duct tape cover because it was just worn off. The preface that was on the book, there wasn't any anymore. There wasn't a glossary in the back. Actually, most of the glossary papers came up to it became tinder for fires in the wintertime that year. And it was just the pages. The book itself was brown. There was no more white pages on it. It was just plain brown from the smoke in the tent and the campfire and reading it and and just age, because that was the first edition. I think it came out in 71. So that's it, brother. Hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you all for your time and your patience. And we'll see you guys on the next one.